The Waterboro Planning Board to order. We have a quorum present. Our first order of business is a public hearing on the subdivision ordinance. We have no one here at our allotted time. Without objection, I'm going to declare the public hearing closed. Any objection? Let it be so. Let's go to our next order of business, which is old business. This is next steps on the subdivision ordinance. We have had a thorough discussion. We have had no public comment that I'm aware of, written or certainly oral. We, as a board, unanimously passed the language last week.
No, we didn't.
I believe it.
No, we never passed that language. As a matter of fact, we don't pass it till the next meeting.
No. Excuse me.
Like as far as saw it on the agenda.
It's on the agenda.
We never, I don't recall us ever taking a vote to pass that language because I know I would not have voted for it.
Well, in fact, we had a unanimous vote, I believe, to accept the language with the changes that were made.
I don't recall that.
Okay, well.
I think that's true. I think I recall that.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, do we have any recourse so I can be heard?
Right now, we've passed that. That is past tense. So we have a final version. Excuse me. We have a final version of the matter here, which was passed.
Angela, can I get a copy of the minutes from that last meeting, please? I want it right here. I see here it says that the chair made a motion to have a public hearing. I don't see anything here where it says that we passed this.
Okay. Let's then back up one. What I'm going to propose tonight, since we do have a quorum, is that I would like to hear a motion that we find the subdivision ordinance complete and ready to pass on to the Board of Selectmen for their action. Do I hear a motion to that effect? Do I hear a motion to that effect? Yes, we have a motion. Do I have a second? We have a second. Is there any discussion?
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Hold on a second, Dwight. Who made the second? Me. Thank you.
Dwayne?
10.1. This paragraph contradicts itself. At the top of the paragraph, it says the developer needs to get up the amount of money to cover construction. That means 100% of the project. But then at the bottom, it says 125% of construction.
The bottom, let me look at this.
10.1, as I read it,
Yeah.
says, with submittal of application for final plan approval, the applicant shall provide one of the following performance guarantees for an amount adequate to cover the total cost of construction of all required improvements, taking into account the time span of the construction schedule and the inflation rate for construction costs. In addition, the applicant shall deposit with the town escrow agent or planning office an amount equal to 125% of the estimated cost of construction.
And my understanding is that's not a significant change from the past
No.
paragraph.
In addition to, I guess, covers that. I would have liked it a little clearer, but good catch.
Okay.
All right, 9.4.2.
Well, just a minute.
Oh.
Well, I'm trying to see what you read on 10.1. How does it contradict itself?
Because the top of it says the amount of money to cover construction, which would be if it's a $100,000 bill, it says, the first sentence says, or where the third sentence says, they got to get up $100,000. But then you go later down into the paragraph and it says 125%.
Yeah. It says taking into account the schedule and the inflation.
Well, yeah, but that's still built into 100% of the construction. But Lee J pointed out, it says in addition.
Correct.
Just,
Okay.
I guess as long as that flies.
Yeah. Next.
9.4.2, as I recall, this board was unanimous that there would be no representative of the planning board granting waivers.
9.4.2?
Yeah, and
This is
the
cutting and planting?
Cutting restrictions.
Yeah. This is the part where
Yeah.
we said we were gonna take out representative of the board. And we had that discussion several times.
I don't recall that.
I'm sure it's in the minutes.
9.4.2 in the final version says cutting restrictions. On slopes exceeding 25%, no cutting will be permitted. The board or its representative may grant such relief from the restriction as it deems reasonable or necessary. The restriction shall be placed in the deeds as a covenant and shall be perpetual, applicable to subdivisions with slopes over 10%.
Right, or its representative, and we had that discussion, and as I recall, we decided that we didn't want anybody we would grant all waivers would be done by the board in public.
Tim?
Not to interrupt, but we can go back to the video, but at 5 minutes past 8 at the last meeting, the board voted to accept that subdivision language.
Yes.
Kayla made the motion, Lori seconded it, and it was unanimous.
Yes, it
All
was.
right, and I'll take it up with the board of selectmen.
Yeah, it can be an amendment. If they choose to go along with that, that can be
Because,
an amendment at
all
their
right,
level.
just as, so it's already passed then?
Yes.
All right, that got by me. Just for information, if I read the attorney's notes, the email that was sent out, and she cites section 304C out of the town charter
Yeah.
as an explanation of that the Board of Selectmen can move the money from financial guarantees over to administration.
Yes.
However, if you read further, it says that the Board of Selectmen cannot move anything, any responsibilities at all, and there's another word they use, from one board, if that power is dictated to that board through the town charter, to another department.
So you're taking issue with the legal opinion we had?
Correct.
I thought that was with the administrator.
Yes, it is. Basically, that opinion was that by ordinance, the Board of Selectmen can move the authority to the town administrator. This being an ordinance, that being the vehicle that Natalie cited. And that's what we approved.
Right. And
I'm
I just wanted to bring it to the board's attention that if you read further down, it says, but may not discontinue or assign to any office, any functions or duty assigned by this charter to a particular office, department, or agency. The charter clearly signs everything, which has economic development to it, which includes that money to the planning board. And since, unfortunately, that vote got by me, but I just wanted to let the board know that the way this reads, we are in violation of the charter.
Okay, I'll take issue with that and rely on Natalie's opinion. I mean, we have a legal opinion. I don't think I'm in the business, or the board is in the business of second guessing the legal opinion. We can rely on it or not. And, you know, we certainly can pass that along. You know, the Board of Selectmen, you've already indicated you want to make comments to them, you can make that comment to them. And we'll be there as well, so we can let the Board of Selectmen decide what action, if any, they want to take.
All right.
What was the section you cited, just so I have it?
Same section Ms. Burns cited would be 304C.
304C, okay.
And if you read the whole thing,
Yeah, no, I was reading it. Just so you understand, because I'm the one who communicated with Natalie, if you look at section 402, which is the powers and duties of the town administrator shall be town clerk, tax collector, town treasurer, and administrator of general assistance. So the town administrator is given all of those responsibilities, and as town treasurer, they would be the one to handle all of the bonding that comes into the town.
but I'll point out that up until this point, this language passed, if you read what's in place right now, to release hundreds of thousands of dollars from this town, it has to pass the majority vote of two boards, the planning board and the Board of Selectmen. And we are now removing that. And we were giving this whole business to the same person who is in charge of pass or fail, because he's in charge of code enforcement, he's in charge of public works, and also at the other end, in charge of retaining or releasing hundreds of thousands of dollars with no oversight.
Could I say something?
Please.
I thought about this after the last meeting. If I'm right, I think Gary's budget, the town budget last year was $15 million. And we're talking about trusting someone with, $100,000 or $200,000. I mean, he oversees a $15 million budget.
But if the $15 million budget goes through the Board of Selectmen, and all money moves with a majority vote, not just one
This
person.
money is not town money, though. This money is the
My point is,
developers.
Tim's making a point about the amount of money floating around, but that's the Board of Selectmen's responsibility. Nothing moves without final say of a majority vote of the Board of Selectmen. This clause takes the Board of Selectmen out, takes the planning board out.
We'll just make sure those comments get
Yes.
passed on to the select board.
I'm pretty comfortable
Oh, we
with
can,
that, at least.
Dave, we can move on.
Is there any other commentary that we need? I'd like to hear a motion that we declare the ordinance complete from our perspective, and that we are passing it along for the Board of Selectmen to schedule into their agenda and for their action. Do I hear a motion to that effect?
Make a motion.
We have a motion. Do I have a second? Good. Any discussion?
Just got a little, so we already passed all the language in this, and so,
Yep.
so now we're just making a motion to move it to the
We're just
Selectmen.
moving it on to the Board of Selectmen.
Let's do it.
This is now their baby to adopt, which is their responsibility.
Angela, you good with everything so far?
Is there any other discussion? All in favor? Opposed? We're unanimous. Thank you very much. Is there any, we have the minutes of the previous meeting, November 20th. Is there any objection to those minutes as written?
Just need my name corrected.
Do we?
Oh, the two Ds again.
Oh,
That's okay.
Goddard. It needs to be G-O-D, A-R-D. Okay. Any other corrections, additions? Let them stand. I hear a motion to, is there any other business to be brought before the board?
We want to talk about, probably want to talk about the next meeting for December. I suggest we just cancel it.
No, not yet.
Not yet?
I want to wait till at least for a week before the meeting. We'll see if we have any agenda items that come up, and then we'll make the call at that time. But if there is solely, as we've done in the past, if there's only minutes to be reviewed, then we will cancel it.
Well, at this stage of the game, they won't have time to submit anything to the planning board
Well, yeah.
to make that time frame.
Well,
That's why.
I would like to keep it open until the week before, just as a matter of courtesy.
Yep,
I
not a
mean,
problem.
I think that it's highly likely it will be canceled, but in the meantime, if some year-end item comes up that needs action or consideration.
Give us a date, give us a lockout date. I can't see the calendar from here too clearly.
it's a
Well,
20th.
today's the 4th, it'd be a week from today, the 11th.
So if we don't get anything by the 11th,
Yeah, then we'll send an email out.
Okay.
And, yeah, we'll chat at the, prior to that and make sure there's notice. Meeting, do we have a motion to adjourn?
I got this one.
Yes.
Since you guys all beat me to death this week.
I'll do a second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor? We're out of here.